What happened this week? A lot is happening this week. Welcome to our show, another episode of What Happened This Week, a recap of some happenings in the country, Arizona, and uh, AARP. And before I say anything, I wanted to show this picture. This is a beautiful picture. Nobody would ever think that it's Arizona, but it is. And I wanted to ask my guest where they thought this was, but Maria already, how do you say, spill the beans? I think is that what they call it?
Yeah,
I jumped the gun. I jumped the gun.
you jumped
You
in.
jumped the gun. That's great. Alex, Maria, welcome to another episode. Lots going on, isn't it?
There sure is.
Yeah,
Sure is. Hola Maria, hola David. Yeah, another busy week.
Hmm.
definitely. And the news. There's all kinds of news, but we try to just pick one, two, no more than three, just to highlight. And I believe it is worth highlighting. And I'm going to ask Maria to cover the first. This is worth highlighting, Maria. Supreme Court ruling ends eviction moratorium, but financial rental assistance is still available. We know, and I was looking into the internet because sometimes your brain doesn't remember all the things. I believe the moratorium ended or expired in July 31st, if I'm not mistaken. But then there was an extension, but not for everybody. It went to the court. But Maria, what details do you have for us?
Is that right? So if you can see here, the ruling is if federally imposed eviction moratorium is to continue, Congress
Right.
must specifically authorize it. So we
Mhm.
got to start with that. So the funds are available and more are coming. So those in need should really apply, and pending applications will be processed. And so you can learn more about the application process at this website, housing.arizona.gov, general public. As you can see, it says rental assistance, resources, eviction, and prevention. So be sure and share this information with folks that are still having some rental issues and are behind.
This is definitely a big news, because the court basically said no, you cannot extend it. If it was to be extended, then it had to go through Congress. So
Mhm.
as of the 26th, I believe, of when this ruling took place, the moratorium it's over. So a lot of folks are having issues, paying their rent. So, but the good thing is that there are funds available and more are coming, and there is a good place to go if you need the help.
Right.
But this is definitely news that we wanted to highlight today. And Alex, the this report comes every year, right? The Social Security and Medicare trust funds. As we know, the money that we pay into the system goes into this trust funds, right? One
Yep.
is the Social Security, one is for Medicare, and there's this group of board of trustees. Every
Hmm.
year they come up with this report, these projections, especially Social Security should be solvent for 75 years, but as we know, we're really short of that. What do we have for us? What do you have for us, Alex, on this one?
Well, David, I guess a complicated message, but as we know, each year the trustees of the Social Security Medicare Trust Funds report on the current and projected financial status of the two programs, like you mentioned. Social Security and Medicare both face long-term financial shortfalls under the current schedule benefits and financing of the program. I guess if any positive news, David, is that this report didn't highlight major complication to the current program as it is today. The old age and survivors insurance, also called as or known as the OASI trust fund, which pays the retirement and survivor benefits, will be able to pay scheduled benefits on a timely basis until 2033. Notice this year, 2033. That's 1 year earlier than reported last year. So that is concerning, that it dropped 1 year. At that time, the fund reserves will become depleted and continuing tax income will be sufficient to pay 76% of scheduled benefits. Now, AARP reported, we sent out a statement from our CEO yesterday, and basically the statement says that Social Security and Medicare are more crucial than ever for older Americans. Social Security is the only guaranteed source of retirement income for many, and Medicare also provides that critical health coverage that seniors rely on and need. Today's trustees report show that both programs are strong, but there are longer-term funding challenges to contend with. Any discussions about Americans' earned benefits demand public input and a full and open debate. We need honest and transparent conversations, including around how Congress can help protect Medicare by lowering prescription drug prices and other healthcare costs. Some proposals in Congress would instead give a handful of lawmakers the power to propose cuts to Social Security and Medicare behind closed doors, with minimum transparency and oversight from all citizens. So all members of Congress should be held accountable for any action on Social Security and Medicare, David.
And let's stop here for just a second. Maria Osa is joining our show live, and we want to say hi to Maria Osa. Hola, Maria. Thank you for joining our show. It's always refreshing to see people join live, and especially Maria. She's always supporting our efforts. Thank you so much, Maria Osa. Thank you very, very much. Well, this is basically it, Alex and Maria, but these are huge points, and that's why we are in Arizona. We're running a Social Security pilot, an effort, because we definitely need a conversation, to say the least. Maybe we can even call it, or not maybe, but we should even call it a debate, because these programs have to be addressed. When we talk about shortfalls, what we mean is that the reserves are going to be depleted.
Right.
So right now, more money is going out than is coming in, but we have some reserves, and that's why they're able to still pay full benefits. But once the reserves are gone, then we are not going to be able to, or Social Security is not going to be able to pay full benefits. So that's why AARP has been advocating forever, I say, because we don't want this to become an emergency if we wait too long. So thank you, Maria. Thank you, Alex. These are great, great points that we need to continue to address. And I am so glad that we picked these two huge items. And again, thank you all for joining our show. This is what happened this week. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Alex. See you next week.
Thank you.